Sam Wang. Hansen Chen presents Sam's Handcuffs. Crazy Sam's Handcuffs by Sam Wang. This is, come on, Crazy Man's Handcuffs.
Crazy Sam's Handcuffs.
It can't get any better than Crazy Man's Handcuffs. I'm sorry. Hang on. I had the Michael Amar book. That was like my little Bible when I was about 15 years old.
Yeah.
I learnt the Crazy Man's Handcuffs. David Copperfield was doing it on the special. There he go, on his China special. You can't get any better. It's just an amazing bit of magic. You can't get any better than that, can you, Wayne?
I think you can.
What?
Yes.
I don't want to go on about it, but I am going to.
Needle scratch.
Yeah. You sent me the details of this beautiful little piece.
Yeah.
And that's how easy, I'm going to say, that's how easy it is to learn as well. You know, when you get a lot of rubber band magic, you sit there and you're thinking, what am I doing?
Yeah, because you are very skillful. You are MIMC.
I am amazing.
Twice on the show now.
They joke about it. Am I joking about it?
No.
No, I'm not.
No,
joking
you
about
are
it.
capable
I
of
am.
doing beginner magic. We're not joking about that, Wayne. We're deadly serious about your skills at learning beginner magic.
I'm really good at it. Watch out.
So you saw the download. How many days and weeks later were you doing it at gigs?
Honestly,
Go on.
1.5 hours later,
It's true.
I was performing it at a gig, got it filmed and sent in the video.
I was at an airport hotel on my way to do a gig, and we got it all out set, and I said, oh, there's the download link. Hansen's sent the review copy over. 1.5 hours later, I've got a video on WhatsApp going, there, I've just done it at an event.
At a gig.
And we'll
Actually,
put the
at a gig.
footage on to prove it. I think it's a Wizard Magic Review, Wizard Product Review record. Because we always said half an hour later we're doing it already. But Wayne's taken that to the next level, doing it at a proper paid gig with his clients, of past clients of 20 years, and you're putting it in your number one set. Can you do it? Can you do it for the camera now?
I can do it for the camera now,
Don't worry, if you screw it up, I'll put insert footage over the top.
Thank you.
'Cause it
Thanks
is
so
beginner
much.
magic.
Yeah. It's well, look what happens. You can't link these bands together. If you wanted to do that, you had to take it apart and put them together like that. That's not how it works. You got to do it with a gentle tap, and it looks like they just.
That is incredible. Even from here.
And even when you get them apart, look, you still have to rub and get it at the right moment, and the wind's blowing in the right direction. They just pop.
That is. It does look amazing. Even from here, at this distance, it looks like they melt apart.
Yeah.
And it's a weird thing. Like, you're watching the trailer, and for the first 2 minutes of the trailer, you're literally watching it going, how does that work?
Yeah.
Hang on. And then you kind of go, no, it can't be. And then you come to realise, like, exactly what's going on. And you said, why is nobody...
How long has Crazy Man's Handcuffs been around? Why has no one done
40
this?
years at least.
Once you know how it's done and you see it, how has no one done this before?
I'll tell you what
it's
happens.
So good.
What will happen, though, what you will get is that when you see how simple it is and you get the handling down, which is going to take, if you're doing Crazy Man's and you're okay with rubber band magic already, I'm telling you now, within 15 minutes you'll be going, yeah, I can do this now. It is that simple to do. Now, the point of it is, because it's that simple, when you go and execute it, you will be looking at yourself going, oh, does that look like it's linked now? Does it look... Because it can't be that simple, but it is. And then all these people are blown away. Isn't he brilliant? Isn't he good looking?
I don't get that. That's why he's MIMC. I know. Just because it's melting through. Well, he said 15 minutes. I'm MMC, so it'd be 2 hours.
2 hours.
At least.
At least. Fair enough. I can do it already, and I have no skill. So
you can do it. You've learnt it.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed to say I haven't even sort of really tried it and practiced it later. I was looking at it thinking, is that it? Is that how simple it is? But it really is. And yet when I see you doing it, I see Wayne who's mastered it, I am seeing those bands just melt through each other. And quite simply, can Crazy Man's Handcuffs get any better? Yeah, it can, and it's Crazy Sam's Handcuffs. And I've got a routine that I've done for years, which I've shared with you, and you do bits of it. You've got your own visual rubber band thing that you've done for a long time now, 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
But that's unbelievable based on another method. But this is just a fantastic thing that's been brought to the table. And like Wayne said, if you're familiar, you've got a routine that you already use with the standard Crazy Man's handcuffs, you will have no problem inserting this incredibly visual fusion link into your existing routine. Kind of like proving there's no sleight of hand, because you're literally not changing any fingers or anything like that. When you do this method, it is like they melt through. There's no tension and release. They just literally melt through each other, which is like rings of smoke dissolving through each other.
Lovely.
There you go. You can have that, Wayne.
Thank you. I'll write that one down later.
Go on.
Beautiful.
Paul,
Yeah.
is it something you would perform?
Oh my, yes. Yeah, I mean, if you're watching this and you perform magic, you do this. That's
a very eloquent quote, that is.
There's no reason.
Very eloquent. If you perform magic, do this.
There's no reason not
Paul
to do
Longhouse,
this, right?
Wizard Magic Review.
But there's no reason not to do it, right?
I think if you've got an existing routine, it just adds that simplicity of just the melting through. It's incredible. I remember there was I can't remember his name, but he had another thing where he like unhooked it and came out, and that was in his lecture for years. But it doesn't look anything as beautiful
And
as this.
so
This is
easy
brilliant.
as well. It's just crazy that it is that easy to do.
And on the tutorial, there's various other people. Nicholas Lawrence, I remember, a couple of other guys, Cyril, and a few other guys have contributed their own ideas, because Joe Rhineflesh does it just with his finger and one band, and it looks incredible. It looks like it's going through. And you know, when Joe Rhineflesh says that you've done something original and groundbreaking with rubber bands, you kind of pick your ears up and go, okay, I kind of might pay attention to this. But he's also contributed ideas. Nicholas Lawrence has contributed ideas. You can use the same principle with scissors and solid objects and marker pens, where just refining the method slightly, you see it go through band by band, a little bit more angly, but at the same time looks absolutely incredible. This is one of those things on the Wizard Magic Review that kind of completely takes you by surprise.
Yeah.
You get these reviews every now and then. You think, oh, this can't be any good. I'm gonna, diss this one because it can't be as good as my normal routine. Then you watch and you go, actually, this is something really special. This is going to become part of magic history now. This routine will be something that everybody just learns as part of the Crazy Man's Handcuffs presentation, as the routine starts to get more into the psyche of magicians and people start passing things around and showing people ideas and that kind of thing. I think it's amazing. I think
Honestly,
it's
really is.
rewritten the history books as far as Crazy Man's Handcuffs go.
There's a quote.
There's your quote, Hanson. That's the quote. This routine has rewritten the history books as far as we go with Crazy Man's Handcuffs. It's incredible. I've got to give it 100%. It's incredible.
Yeah, 100.
100% from Paul. Wayne, you've done it again.
I'm doing it.
What were
doing it
the
all the time.
reactions like?
Yeah, I've got to tell you as well, I can't decide whether or not to do it to the lead up of Crazy Man's or Crazy Man's first and then do this afterwards, because it's that mind blowing, and people really gather in and watch it right there as you're doing it. It blows their mind. I absolutely love it. I haven't felt that excited about learning a piece of magic for a long, long while, as I sat there and thought, I'm going to learn
Who'd
this in
have
a
thought
minute.
we'd have been saying that about Crazy Man's Handcuffs?
Listen, I used to do it. I remember seeing Tommy Wonder lecture live. I had dinner with him, do you remember that?
How much are you going to give it, though, by the way?
100%.
100%. There we go. 3.
But getting that excited.
Dinner with Tommy Wonder.
Dinner
Go
with
on.
Tommy Wonder. Get Clang, just leave that there. I sat there thinking to myself, I'm about to learn all this stuff from him. And I haven't had that for a long while, and I did with this. I sat there and learned it and thought, I'm going to perform this afternoon. I did.
15 minutes to get it down.
15 minutes. I sat there for 15 minutes doing that and thought, yeah, I can do this. Got to the gig, did Crazy Man's and thought, well, let's have a quick go. Bang.
And they react.
And that is the genuine
like they're
footage that we
watching
just
a
put
miracle.
up. Yeah, it's Honestly, can't
Incredible.
go on about
I'll
it.
put some close-up footage just in case we didn't get it on the faraway camera of you
Yeah.
doing it in your hands. You see it melt through. And in some ways, when you know the original Crazy Man's Handcuffs and you know the methodology involved, it's even more deceptive. It's incredible. We've had some great items this week
We have.
on the Wizard Magic Review. I love the Frisbee, I love the Crazy Man's Handcuffs, and some really different high-quality items. Until next time, I'm Dave.
I'm Paul.
I'm Wayne.
We'll see you next time on the Wizard Magic Review.
Do I have to do both?
Right, Paul, see you later.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
See you next time.
So he's really getting on.
Yeah.